Hello everyone, welcome to Descent Journeys in the Dark 2nd edition, and this is a quick look at, the Lieutenant pack of Raythen. I was never too sure about getting the Raythen and Serena, but hey ho, I thought why not. I can tell you this much, there's good things about getting them. For example, you get to take away the ally and the lieutenant token, and you replace it with the ally figure and the lieutenant figure. You also can play Raythen as a hero character as well, and of course you also get the plot deck Skullduggery from the Raythen Lieutenant pack. Of course, you can also play Raythen as an agent as well, so you can bring him along almost in every single game. So that all sounds really nice, of course. But is it really worth the money? Now that's the problem here. If I go through with it with you and see what you think as well. So with the plot deck, you get the Petty Thief. Alright, so if my camera could go in focus, actually it'd be better if I actually hold it up myself. So you exhaust this card at the start of your turn. While the card is exhausted, each of your monsters gains the following abilities. Okay, so this monster may spend 2 movement points to reveal 1 adjacent search token. If it is not unique search token, place it on the monster's base. Unless there is no such thing as unique search token, then that part can be just ignored. While a search token is on the monster's base, the token cannot be searched by a hero. And if this monster is defeated or leaves the map for any reason, place any search tokens on its base in the space last occupied by the monster. And it only takes 1 threat to use. This plot deck can be really good. The Petty Thief is exactly what you start out with. Very good if someone is using the Treasure Hunter. That's gonna mess them up just a little bit. You gotta fight for the treasure for that. Okay, so let's show some more. How about if I say Slippery, which it costs 2 threat tokens. Now, if you're not too sure about what these plot decks are for, let's just say that's its cost of getting, and that's how much you spend by using. You exhaust this card when you activate a monster. By the way, all the rules are literally on Fantasy Flight Games website, so you can look it up there. So anyway, you exhaust this card when you activate a monster. That monster may move into spaces occupied by enemy figures at a cost of 1 additional point of movement per space. That is, the monster must end its movement in an empty space. Okay, and if that monster has at least 1 search token on its base, you can refresh this card at the end of the monster's activation. So already 1 threat token, practically everyone can become Goblin Archers. Well, apart from Goblin Archers, because it's pointless, and of course those that actually fly, because that too is also pointless. So you can actually easily surround the heroes very quickly, even if you don't actually have a search token on there. It's actually still pretty worth it. Another one is Covetous. Sorry. You exhaust this card when a hero draws a search card. Whilst this card is exhausted, add 1 search to the results of each attack that targets a hero with at least 1 base-up search card in the play area. and this card doesn't refresh at normal. You can only refresh this card at the end of your turn, and it only takes 1. Yet again, pretty good, especially when you target the treasure hunter, because that means every single attack they automatically get a surge. Heroes would need to watch out for, we definitely want to be aware of, are the bandits. Well, of course, adding a surge means adding poison or doom, perhaps, or just like almost the pillage ability. Nice. Well, pillagers don't require surges, but doing the extra damage would be handy. Alright, next is the Cursed Treasure, which you can, well, it takes free to buy anyway. You exhaust this card when a hero from free spaces or monster searches a search token. You may place 1 threat token on this card. This card cannot hold more than 4 threat tokens at any time. And at the end of the quest, gain all threat tokens. You just use it all the time. Just keep using it. Easy way to get your threat tokens. The only downside is the you have to exhaust it, and it's free spaces for a monster. Okay, so if the players decide to get annoyed with you trying collecting all these threat tokens, they could just go and go 2 or more heroes actually start collecting the search tokens. But still, it's could be a good blocking point for the treasure hunter at least. Here's another one. Bait and Switch. You exhaust this card when a hero enters an empty space adjacent to a search token. Choose 1 small monster within 5 spaces that search token. The chosen monster and that search token trade places. Then that monster may immediately perform an attack targeted in that hero. After the attack is resolved, the active player resumes the turn. Okay, it takes 2 threat tokens, but it's so worth it. And you could easily get that search token in between harder monsters, just to stop those heroes getting those search tokens. There's others, but I'm not going to show you all of them. That's just a small small little deck really to show on camera. So this one is the Summon Raythen, where of course takes 3 threat tokens, and you just replace a monster from an open group, of course, and then you got Raythen. Takes 2 threat to summon him. Raythen, really, this is the Act 1 Raythen. I don't think it's all that worth it. Opportunist isn't good at all. Unless you actually has monsters with stun and immobilized. As here's each of Raythen's attacks in 1 surge for each adjacent immobilized hero and 2 surges for each adjacent stunned hero. It's okay. The double surge for damage, and if you could get another stun in, or surge for another stun, that's it, that's great, but not really worth summoning him at level 1. However, in level 2 it just may be worth it, because of the Pilfer, which is just a skill. So if Raythen is adjacent to a search token, the Overlord may look at the top card of the search deck and place it on top or bottom. Alright, so this is the Raythen Lieutenant model, which of course, it's not that bad at all. Flying, sinister cape and all that. Pretty good. So, let's just check out his hero card. Ooh, hero card, right. So, he has a movement of 4, and of course he's a scout. So movement 4 on the scout, pretty average, pretty good. 14 health for a scout. That's amazing, because you really only find 14s on warriors. Nice. 4 stamina, so pretty average. I can't really complain, as long as it's not free, because you don't want free for a scout, that's for sure. A brown defense dice. Okay, well, he is a scout and all, but with a brown defense dice, you'd probably want to make sure he's not going to get clobbered. So the hero ability is, once per turn you may suffer a fatigue to allow one hero on the same map tile as you to reroll an attribute test. He may use your attribute value instead of your reroll, and this is the attribute test. Okay, nothing really wrong there, I guess. The only one that would really be useful would actually be the awareness. Maybe might, all depends. Mages and healers aren't very good with that might. So how will this actually get used a lot? Or will it hardly get used at all? Well, considering that you must be on the same map tile on Raythen, and it's only once per turn, and it's only for an attribute test, it's not all that great at all. It's not something that goes, oh wow, this is a really excellent hero ability or anything like that. Well, then hero abilities aren't all that great anyway, but this just so meh. Hero feat is use during your turn to search a search token adjacent to another hero. This is addition to your 2 actions on your turn. Okay. On the upside, perhaps a wizard, or should I say a mage, could actually get next to a search token while still attacking, as they tend to do range attack anyway. Or perhaps some kind of warrior with reach. A good thing about it is it doesn't actually have to be on the same map tile like in the hero ability. And so, well, all it is that you could do a search action and still have your 2 turns, as long as there's another hero that is adjacent to a search token. So the hero feat, considering that Raythen is already a scout anyway, it's a bit meh. So, well, of course, you can't use him if you're playing the Labyrinth of Ruin campaign. So the hero ability is a bit meh. The heroic feat is a bit meh. However, you do get average movement, average stamina, but the best health there is for a scout. Well, for anyone, really. Yeah, it's not going to be all that great. But either way, this is the hero model / ally model as well. You know, looks pretty good. He looks like he can handle himself, having a big axe and a crossbow. It's just more of a letdown that his hero side just isn't all that great at all, though, which is unfortunate. But hey, we can't have everything that we want. At least his plot deck is actually really awesome. Well, not his one, but his one. If anything, it's definitely worth to have the plot deck, especially if people like playing the treasure hunter. The other side is just to get rid of some tokens, just the lieutenant and the ally token. Is it necessary? No, but it's literally just getting Raythen for the plot deck, which I think is pretty good. Well, that's that for today. Until next time, bye.